Awesome. Well, thank you again. Appreciate it for letting us come swing by. You said 61 years you guys have been living here?
Yeah.
Who did your parents own the place before you, or you guys have owned it all the entire time?
Yeah.
When did you guys, why this position? Why'd you guys pick this house?
Well, the story is, there was a guy that owned from here up to the Trenton Road.
Yeah.
His name was Wendy Williams.
Okay.
And Deborah at one time cleaned out a lot of trees and dumped the stumps on the property. And Deborah wanted the property. He wouldn't sell it to him because they dumped the stumps. So he sold it to my father.
Okay.
18 acres, $11,000.
Oh, wow.
So I got a half acre here to build my house, and 2 acres up on the corner, we built that garage there.
Oh, yeah.
So I had 2 acres up there and a half acre here, and he sold the rest of it for $125,000 to the apartments.
Well, I kind of jumped the shark here, you know, because I was so interested in you guys building the home, but would you mind starting out by telling us, you know, when and where you were born and your name and all these things for our camera?
Sure.
Yeah.
My name is Walter Earlin. I was born in Mount Holly Hospital and lived in Browns Mills for 84 years now. We lived right next to my father's Chevy garage at the time, which was Earlin's Cash Market, a grocery store. And my grandfather owned that back in the 1800s, and then my father took it over for a while, and then my uncle took it over and ran it till it just wasn't worth having anymore.
Right.
But we lived in the same building as a grocery store until 1951, and 1951 my father built a house at the end of Broadway.
What was your uncle's name that owned the store after your father?
Jake Earlin.
Jake Earlin. And your parents, did you mention their full names already?
No. My father's name was John Earlin, and my mother's name was Helen Earlin.
And what years were they born?
1910.
1910. Wow. So, what are some of the early memories that you remember of growing up? Did you grow up in Browns Mills or grow up in Mount Holly?
No.
Browns Mills, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some early memories that you remember from early Browns Mills? As like a kid, maybe high school or middle school, high school.
My mother was from Philly, and that whole clan came to Browns Mills in the summertime. And I always couldn't wait for my cousins to get here, and we'd play all summer long in the lake or wherever.
Yeah.
What was your mom's maiden name?
Kerner.
Kerner, Kerner?
Yeah, something like that. German. They were her parents were German.
When her family would come, where would you guys go and play? Like, was there a spot that, like a certain place you'd go?
Well, yeah, they all had these bungalows.
Yeah.
On Gordon Avenue, and my mother took over a hunk of ground on the lake. She took it over for taxes, and we went down to this. We call it the point because it's pointed out, you know. And we'd just go swimming all day long.
Yeah. You know, would go to the lake as a kid, and I'd always get these leeches on me because we were in a swampy part.
Yeah.
Pull the leeches off, and I
Yeah.
remember being a kid and being the scariest thing in my life is getting a leech on you and pulling it off. What about, you went to school here, right? Like, what about some of the school experiences that you had? Where'd you go?
I went to the Little Red Schoolhouse. It's a primary, and it was yellow at the time. It was never red.
It wasn't even red.
I went to the primary, first, second, and third grades in the Little Red Schoolhouse.
Wow.
And then I went to the grammar school in Pemberton.
Okay.
And eventually I made Pemberton Borough High School.
Okay, yeah. When did Borough close, the high school?
1959.
1959?
That's when I graduated.
Oh, you were the last year.
Ah.
I was the last year. All the teachers were getting laid off
Yeah.
because the township took over and they're going to hire their own teachers. And they didn't give a darn what you did or how you did it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
They let you get away with anything.
Anything. Last year of the school.
Do you remember what anyone got away with back then, or?
Well, we were practicing for our graduation. Somebody lit off a cherry bomb in the school.
That's funny.
One of the teachers, maybe.
And the principal, Mr. Dunlap, decided we weren't going to have a graduation. He was calling that off for that. And, but we did.
Did you play sports in high school or anything?
I played freshman football,
Yeah.
and then I broke my leg.
Yeah.
And I didn't play anymore.
Right. Was sports a big thing for folks in Browns Mills back then, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. My father played football and basketball in high school.
Yeah. So after you graduated, did you know what you wanted to do after you graduated, or did you know you were going to get into the family business? Like, what did you?
Well, I kind of knew I was going to get in the family business. I sold cars.
Yeah.
New Chevys.
Okay.
At the Chevy dealer.
Yeah.
And then my father decided to sell out. So we built the garage up on the corner. And I ran that until 1995. No, that maybe later than that.
Right.
And I sold it out. Because I had a fruit stand there. I had the garage, gas station. And
Where would you get your fruit from?
Philly.
From Philly?
Or the farmer.
Yeah.
Depends what it was and what season it was.
What was always like the best thing that you would sell at the fruit stand? Like the most highest selling thing?
Tomatoes.
Yeah?
And lettuce.
Okay.
They were two of the biggest things, yeah.
Huh.
I could buy a truckload of tomatoes and sell them right out. 3 pounds for $1.
Really?
Yeah.
What about, selling cars? Was that something that just came naturally to you, or was that something that like you had to learn how to do, or how did you get into? I mean, you had the garage and things, but was it difficult? Was it easy?
It was easy, but I was never a good talker,
Yeah.
and I was probably really a lousy salesman.
What made you a lousy salesman?
I don't know. You have to feed the customer a line of whatever, and I was just never good at it.
How about the roads? I mean, was this the 1960s around that time that you started selling cars, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were the roads? I mean, obviously the roads were different, but how were the roads back then in terms of driving around in a car?
Oh, the roads were fine.
Yeah.
In my era.
Right.
We have a picture of Trenton Road that was dirt.
Oh yeah.
You've seen it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of the store and Jack Davis's bar.
Yeah.
Or Wild Herbs, everybody called it. And it was dirt. But when I was a very young kid, I was born right before the war,
Right.
World War II. And there used to be convoys every day come down here, soldiers marching and everything.
Really?
And you'd run out and see the tanks and the half tracks and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
and
wow.
and the soldiers marching. I don't know where they went.
Yeah.
They did come.
Do you, as a young child, it might be something that's hard to remember, but do you remember like the end of World War II? Was there something where people knew that it had ended, or?
Actually, I have a little story on that.
Oh, really?
I was over in Jack Davis's, and he had a bull. And that bull was chasing us around, and we were having a hard time getting to the fence to get away from the bull. And the sirens started blowing. All the fire siren and everything. It blew like crazy, and that was the end of the war. They were celebrating the end of the war by
Wow.
doing that.
I had never heard that before. Sure.
No.
Wow. Sure, would you like to ask a question? I have more.
How about your father? Did he go to Pemberton High School too?
Yes.
So he would have graduated around 28, somewhere in that
Yeah.
area.
But I don't believe he actually graduated.
Yeah, a lot of that happened back in those days.
He went to high school, but I don't think he graduated.
Your family, you mentioned, had the store when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Did you work in the store as a kid?
No.
No?
Uh-huh.
They never like force you as a kid to go stack shelves or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Now my father delivered groceries when he was a kid.
Yeah.
They delivered here.
Hmm.
And him and Norman Taylor.
Okay.
And they'd go out and people would order stuff and they'd go out and deliver it to their home.
Oh, wow. Do you remember any of like the, I would say like some of the mayors or any of the old timers when you were a kid? Do you remember the old timers in Browns Mills, like in the 50s or the 60s? Or like maybe like your doctor. Who was your doctor around?
Oh, Basansky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about him at all? What he was like?
He was a great guy.
Yeah.
But he'd scare the crap out of you.
How would he do that?
You would walk, you didn't need an appointment. You would walk in and sit down. And he'd take you as you came. And he'd sit in the office and have to be with a customer and be really nice. And with this harsh voice, how many's out there? And next he'd say, and it was just really, he'd just scare you to death.
Yeah.
And when you got in there, he was a kitten. Now, if you had a cold,
Yeah.
you'd go to Doc Basansky.
Yeah.
He'd give you a shot of penicillin. He'd give you a white, pink, and brown cold pill and a bottle of cough syrup.
Yeah.
Now, how much do you think that visit and all that cost?
I have no idea. Tell me.
$5.
That's it?
$5.
Oh.
And he drove a Cadillac.
Now, I heard a story once, and it is Brzezinski, I believe, that he fell through the ice. Is that true? Is that share what I've heard?
I know he drove his car into the lake
Is that what it is? That he drove his car into the lake?
to avoid my aunt's dog.
That's a hoot. Now, one of the things I've heard, Walt, is that you were heavily involved in the fire service. Do you want to talk about getting involved in that?
Well, I wanted to be a fireman.
Yeah.
When I graduated high school, I turned 18. I joined the fire company. And I still remember.
Right.
I'm not active. And along come a chance to be a forest fire warden. So I jumped on that. that was neat. You have your own fire truck and everything else, you know. And I did it for 28 years.
Right.
And then I retired to let my son have the job.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing it now.
That's great. Was it something where it was like an open sign up, or did someone tell you about it, or?
Oh yeah. Dickie Emmons told me that the job was coming open.
Okay.
And he told me to go visit the guy who was in charge, and I did.
Right.
And I got the job. And it was just a great job.
Yeah. There's been some pretty crazy fires in that time. Are there any fires that stick out in your mind?
Well, the 63 fire was the worst fire we've had around here.
Right.
And I think that burnt 86,000 acres.
Right.
But the bay stopped it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
The bay?
Yeah. Oh, the bay. Sorry, I think you said the base. What? Where did that one start? Do you remember?
New Lisbon.
In New Lisbon.
Right near Greenwood Bridge.
Oh.
Did it catch any buildings around there?
It burnt houses down. It burned my father-in-law's house down
Yeah.
in Upton.
Oh.
He had a blueberry patch back here and lived in it. And the fire came and burned his house right to the ground.
Are there any other? I mean, 63 was a terrible fire. I mean, we've seen pictures and things.
Yeah.
What are there any other fires that stick out for your mind?
Well, I've been to fires all over the country.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Outside of, the Pine Barrens.
Hey, California's outside the mountains.
We'll take it. Take it. Was that something where they put out a call saying they need extra help, and then?
The state had an agreement with the federal government.
Yeah.
To have so many people that can go to fires if they're needed. And we went, every year after we started it, and that was in 1986 when we started that. And I've been to almost every state in the West.
Right.
I've been to Texas, Florida, California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana. I've been to all of them.
Now, this is going to sound a very dumb question, so excuse my ignorance. Are fires all the same no matter where you are in the States, or are there differences in terms of, obviously the fire's the same, but like how people are trained and who you're meeting and how you're talking to folks?
Yes.
Yeah.
We fought fires with the fire trucks.
Right.
We would go in the woods, knock down trees and everything else. And we'd get the fire out. Usually.
Yeah.
Out west, you do it with pick and shovel. You build a fire line. And hard work, but it was fun. It was neat.
Yeah.
And they don't have roads so close together as we do here.
Right.
To get in front of a fire and backfire. So yeah, it's a lot of difference.
So you're working at the garage, you're selling the cars.
Yeah.
When did you meet your wife?
I met her in church, actually.
What was your church?
The Methodist Church.
And who was the pastor when you started?
Reverend Sullivan.
Okay. So you met her in church? We'll
Yeah.
go back to Sullivan.
Yeah.
And when did you guys get married?
In 64.
64. And you mentioned your son. Did you guys have some more kids or just one?
No, two.
Two?
Stacy was my daughter.
Yeah. And they grew up in town. So they, I guess, went to the same schools or different schools?
I don't know. they went to township schools.
They went to schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to schools here.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. Sure, you want to jump in for a question?
Yeah, what was your wife's name?
Jean Grover.
Aha.
which was Joe Grover's daughter, who had the fruit stand on Magnolia Road.
Another good question, I think, is you're so close to Deborah. You've probably seen Deborah change over time. Has there been anything really noticeable living so close to them?
As new? I mean, that big building right there. is brand
Yeah,
new.
I'm sure you saw that come up.
They just added on a big addition there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Helicopters fly in once in a while. Deborah don't bother us,
Right,
you know.
right. What about, let's see, what am I thinking about here? Joe Anderson mentioned that you're a big hunter.
Yeah.
What's hunting like in the Pines? I mean, from when you were a kid to now?
There's not much difference.
Pretty much the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any good hunting stories in the Pine Barrens?
Not really. You go out and hunt and
Yeah.
get what you can get.
Hey, I hear that. I hear that. Let's see.
It's really kind of cultural, and I've said
Yeah.
that to people. You know, it's generation after generation helping the young boys become men in a lot of different ways.
What would you
Women
go-
are not allowed to hunt, though, still with the clubs, are they? You have any girls in your hunt club?
Yes.
You do?
Not right now,
Oh,
but we've never barred girls from hunting with us.
wow, that's great.
The BBB and them,
Yeah, I know.
they don't want nothing to do with any girls inside the place.
When you were a kid, would you go out and hunt with your father, or would it be with the club?
My
or?
father had a gang,
Yeah.
and yes, when I was 10 years old, I started deer hunting.
Yeah. What would you shoot? What was your gun?
I had a double barrel Winchester 12 gauge.
Okay. Have you switched from that in the due time, or have you continued staying with the same model, or?
And I've switched around a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
See, I'm one of those folks that are ignorant about hunting, so apologies for my questions make no sense. Do you go up to Maine to hunt as well, or do you
Yeah.
mostly? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like about Maine hunting versus Jersey hunting?
Oh, the deer are big.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Big different than the pine barren deer.
Yep.
I have some racks, geez. They're like that.
Really?
Wow.
And Jersey ones stay small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they stay small? It's just that there's less of them, or?
It's the food.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you get into farm ground in Jersey,
Yeah.
you'll see bigger deer.
Mm.
But the deer in the pine barrens, they run 80 pounds.
Right.
I killed a deer in Maine, 260 pounds.
Wow.
Would it mostly be deer, or do you ever do any bear hunting?
Well, if you see a bear, you shoot at it. I never kill one.
I also had someone told me that you were into was it racing? Is that something that's? Do
Yeah.
you mind telling me a bit about that?
Well, my father raced.
Yeah.
Okay. He raced at New Egypt a lot. And then they had a little gravel pit in Manahawkin, and they used to go there. Didn't charge people to watch the race, but they'd pass the hat around, and whoever won the race got the money. So he decided he was going to build a track, and he did. Blacktop track, all that.
Yeah.
He lost money on that.
What kind of cars would they race?
Well, back in the day, they'd race stuff from the 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got into it, right?
I got into it.
And what would you normally run?
I had a 40 Chevrolet because this was 1960.
Right.
You could pick up the bodies pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And I had it was the best time of my life. The reason I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember how fast you would go?
No, you don't know.
There weren't, I guess, gauges, right? That would tell you.
No.
It's just the experience of driving fast was fun.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to your church, do you remember anything about Reverend Sullivan?
Well, he drove school bus.
Yeah.
Had a farm. Not a farm, but
Yeah.
a big plot right next to where the new church is now.
Right.
He was quite a guy.
Yeah. You know, we're sitting in these great rocking chairs. Have you always been a woodworker?
No.
When
I
did you get into it?
I started it back in the 90s.
In the
guess.
90s?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to build? It might be rocking chairs.
Well, the rocking chair,
Yeah.
people like to buy them off of me, so I give most of them away.
You just like the building aspect.
Yeah. I had a regular chair without rockers, right?
Right.
And I looked it all over. I said, I think I could make a rocking chair out of them. And I did.
That's cool. Sherry, want to jump in for now?
How about Dr. Marcus Newcomb? Did you know him at all?
Oh, yeah. When I was very, very, very young, I had scarlet fever. And every now and then, Dr. Basansky would come to the house and check me out. And the next time, Dr. Newcomb would come.
Yeah.
And I always liked Dr. Newcomb. He didn't have that bad voice
No.
of Basansky.
Didn't growl all the time.
But yeah.
Yeah, he passed in 57, I think. Yeah. Late 50s he passed, but he must have been up there in age for sure.
Yeah.
What about, were you ever into fishing? Were you a fisherman at all?
Yeah.
Where would you normally fish?
Well, I'd fish all the ponds and stuff in the Pine Barrens.
Right.
Just for fun of it, pickerel, catch a lot of pickerel. But I decided to buy a boat. And at the time, I was living in Cape May for a short time. And I had a boat down there.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of deep sea fishing then.
Right.
That was just a few years stretch. Nobody wanted to come all the way to Cape May to go fishing with me. And I didn't know nobody there. So I went out by myself most of the time. And finally I said, I brought the boat up here and I gave it to my son-in-law and my son and told them to use it, and they didn't. So I sold it.
You know, growing up in Browns Mills and to now, do you think there's been a lot of changes in Browns Mills from when you were a kid?
Yeah.
What would you think like the biggest change is?
Well, you have to understand that Browns Mills was a place you come and visit,
Right.
spend the summer or whatever. Now it's permanent residence.
Yeah.
There's none of that.
Yeah. Yeah. How about after World War II happens, do you see? Well, World War II happens. You have an influx of all these military families coming in. Did you know a lot of veterans of the war that came in the area?
I know Jean's uncle was a veteran.
Yeah.
Guy that took care of our cabin at the time, he was a veteran of Korea.
Mm.
And that's Bobby Emmett.
Yeah.
And I didn't know a lot, no.
Right.
I really didn't. Because they would have mostly been older than me anyhow.
Yeah, I guess a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how my grandparents came in the area. Is that my grandfather was a World War II vet. My
Uh-huh.
great grandfather was a World War II vet. So.
And that was Charlie Graff. I'm sure you probably knew of Charlie Graff.
I did.
Yeah, that was my great grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. What else am I missing here?
Did your dad have can remember stories about him running horses around a little racetrack? Was that your dad?
My father would take his race car out in the school field. It was just a field before they put the hospitals there, or schools there. And he'd run it around. You had to try it out, see how it's working.
But he wasn't the one that would have, maybe it was Jack Davis that had like trotters trotting around.
Oh, horses?
Yeah.
No, Jack never had horses.
No?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Because somebody had said there had been that. Might have been Joe. We'll have to get on him.
I have a question about like when you were a kid growing up. What about like groceries and things? Where would you guys get normal like a lot of your supplies? I mean, you had a general store yourself, so I'd imagine you get a lot of your supplies there. But what about some other big businesses in town when you were a kid?
Well, there was Walner's grocery store.
Yeah.
Don't think of many more.
Let's see, what other businesses were there? What about bars and things? Do you remember any of the restaurants and bars that were back in your time?
There was at least 2 bars in Browns Mills.
Yeah.
With O on the back of it. A lot of bars in Browns Mills.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
Do you have any stories about the Pig and Whistle?
I was there when it burnt down.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was a fireman. I was there.
Do you remember, what was the cause for it burning? Do you remember what the cause was?
The last time?
Yeah.
Why did it burn the last time?
I have no idea.
No?
Yeah.
Nobody ever
Something or
figured it
another.
out.
Well, sure, I think I'm out of questions, but we can open it up to...
And Brookside was there for quite a while too, and that burned down.
Yeah, that was a neat bar right along the creek.
Yeah, beautiful tables, and
Yeah.
my grandfather worked there, and my one aunt as bartenders.
Do you have any stories for us that we haven't asked, but you think that you should tell us?
I can't think of anything right offhand.
It's one of those things where, like, as soon as we leave, then you're like, oh man, I should have said that story.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. What about, you know, we're out in the Pine Barrens, a lot of animals around. Any kind of animal stories that come to mind? You know, snakes or things like that.
Was your dad involved with the coon hunting, like Jack Davis was, and
Jack Davis
Levi
wasn't.
Scull?
They were both fox hunters.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
meant,
yeah.
fox hunting. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been with them. Jack would tend the bar till 2 and he'd close up, and my father would be out hunting. And this is in warm weather. He'd be out running fox, and Jack would catch up with him. And my father always loved Jack to come out fox hunting with him because he'd bring a nice lunch.
For those of us that, you know, aren't too familiar with fox hunting, do you mind giving us a bit more info about, you know, like what is fox? Because some folks that might be listening might be wondering, what even is fox hunting?
Fox hunting is running dogs. My father ran 35 dogs at a time.
35?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you listen to the dogs. You try to get in front of the fox just to see him. Don't shoot him. Oh, you shoot a fox on my father, he'd be mad.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is it because the pelt is all messed up, or
No,
how
The-
come?
he didn't want. Can't run a shot fox.
Okay.
And I've been there when other people came and let their dogs out on his chase, right? There'd be 50, 60 dogs running this fox. Sounded like they'd run down a swamp, and the echo sounded like the trees were going to come down.
And when you say this again, excuse me for this, but when you say running a fox, what exactly do you mean?
The dogs
They would chase it,
chase it, yeah.
and then would the end goal be to kill it, right?
No.
Just to run.
just to listen to the dogs, see who's in the lead. Old Blue's out in the lead now, the one guy would say, and the other guy would say, no it isn't, Betsy's in the lead, I can hear her. And this would be 60 dogs, right? They
Yeah.
can't tell who's in the
They
They have
lead.
no idea.
No.
None. Where would that normally take place? Where would normally that happen? You'd go
Right.
out and try to find one.
Right up in Lebanon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would let dogs out in front of the truck.
Yeah.
You would let maybe 6 or 8 dogs out that don't run deer. Don't want to catch a dog that's going to run the deer. So they would they would run in front of the truck, and it'd be real slow, just going down the road real slow. And if they struck a track, then you'd let the rest of them out. And they'd run that fox, and they might run them for 8 hours.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I have a couple more questions that popped up in my mind. White spot, do you have any stories of white spot? Because I guess they wrapped up having people living there. And when did they close down?
Well, they still have people living there.
Well, I mean, like the workers.
Oh, the workers.
Yeah. Do you have any like cranberry, blueberry stories at all?
I don't.
No.
I picked blueberries when I was very, very young.
Yeah.
Or Webby.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Webby?
I know the name.
Clarence Webb.
Clarence Webb.
I've seen that name too. A bunch.
Well, he lived right next to the Chevy garage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he came to me and says, if you can get some of your relatives to come up and pick blueberries, I'll give you a penny a pint that they pick. So I was in high finances then.
Oh yeah, for sure. Did when you were a kid, did Pemberton Borough still have a movie theater?
I don't remember that.
No. And I
No.
think that was like 1920 or something. They had one.
There were movies shown in the auditorium at one point. Were they still being shown there?
I don't remember it.
Did you ever go to movies as a kid?
Yeah.
Where would you normally go?
Tom's River, Mount Holly.
Yeah.
I'd go with my mother, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she took me wherever.
Do you remember any of the movies that you went and saw as a kid?
Oh, Gone with the Wind was a big one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And the African Queen, I remember that for some reason or other.
Yeah. Who was in that one?
Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn.
Hepburn. That's the last time.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd fall asleep half the time.
So for picking the blueberries with Webb, did it last for only like a couple weeks or something?
Yes,
You were
yes.
like, I'm good.
Yes.
Do you remember like I did a cranberry bog for a little while, and I remember just hating the bugs and the spiders and things. Was that something that like maybe was dissuading you, or
No, they didn't. They don't.
yeah, just like I don't care.
Yeah.
Where was Webb's Blueberries? I'm sorry.
I know exactly where it was. And I'm trying to think who lived there. But if you go into Country Lakes, come to the railroad tracks,
Mm-hmm.
and turn left. And when you get down to the end of that, there's a sand road that goes in. And who lived back there?
Carpenter?
No. Carpenter. Which Carpenter? No. It was. Wasn't it Newhart? I can't remember
Well,
who lived.
Newhart lived back there. His daughter lived back there for a while.
But anyhow, that's where his.
Yeah.
It was between Country Lakes and 70
Yeah.
on the off the railroad bed.
What about the railroad shutdown? 1969 passengers. What? Do you have any railroading stories? With the railroads going through Pemberton and whatnot.
No, not really. They went by the cabin. One of them did. I don't remember whether it was Jersey Central or Penn. But when the sand plant started, they decided they were going to use the rail to haul sand down. Well, they couldn't keep them damn things on the road. They come off tracks every time.
Where was the sand plant at?
Wood Nancy. Do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
any more now?
What's that?
Wood Nancy, do you know any more
You know where that is?
No, slacking.
Yeah, we'll have to take you on a road trip.
Let's see.
It's up by Pasadena.
Oh, okay. There we go. Now it goes mine.
Pasadena's where our cabin is.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
My husband's grandfather was born up there.
Oh, was
the
he?
first Levi Scull.
Well, Cher, do you have any more questions?
Oh my goodness.
Were there other groups that you were a part of? Like civic groups or, I mean, you had a lot you were already doing already, so I imagine, but I think it's always good to ask.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
He was busy.
I didn't have much involved with the town
Right.
except with the fire company.
Well, I mean, you were working, had all the jobs you were doing and also be doing the fire stuff. I'm sure you were very busy.
Well, now my father ran for township committee one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He had the Chevy garage at the time, and he had a salesman that worked for him, Ham Gardner.
Oh yeah.
My father was a strict Republican.
Right.
Ham was a strict Democrat. And he went out, working for my father now, he went out and worked hard to get my father from winning.
Oh, against him.
Against him, yeah. My father lost by, I think it was 7 votes.
Oh.
But after that, then Topsy became a township.
Yeah.
Yeah. Committeeman.
What, for the most part, what was the leading political party when you were a kid in Browns and Woods? Was it like the Republicans would win most of the time, or the Dems would win most of the time? Do you remember?
I don't.
Yeah.
It seemed to me like it was Democrats mostly. But
Yeah.
I know that when Topsy was in, they did have the Republicans. And
Right. Yeah, I know with the Hargrove and things, it was a strict Republican up until like the 20s, and then it might have changed after that. So.
oh yeah,
They used to put $5 bills in a candy bar. Did you ever get one of those?
no, I didn't.
When my grandmother was telling me about it. She said I'd take their candy bar and go in and vote for the other people anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the things that I always like to do in an interview is to, as someone who grew up in the town and, has lived here their entire life, what kind of advice would you have to kids that are growing up in Browns Mills now? Life advice or something you tell them to think about, what would you say to them?
I don't know. People don't seem to mind their kids very good
I
now.
hear that.
There's kids. I'm surprised they haven't been by here. About this tall.
Yeah.
Just run out here in the road.
Yeah.
Nobody says nothing.
Yeah. You get that.
They'll ride a bicycle across there, full blast without stopping or looking.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Let somebody run over them, going to be in deep trouble.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, Sheriff, I'm out of questions.
Do you have a copy of the Chase World book that was done by National Archives on fox hunting?
No.
That mentioned your dad and Jack Davis. Quite a bit of information in there.
Oh yeah.
And I figured you would probably have one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw it.
We can find one to show you at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got two, so I might lend you one.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, I think we might call it then. Perfect. Do you have anything else you wanna bring up or talk about or mention?
I'll think of it later.
How about your other family members that were here? Were you the only child?
My sister, Ramona,
Oh, Ramona's your sister. Yep, that's true.
a little odd thing is, my father there was 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl.
Yeah.
My mother, there was 5 kids, 4 girls and a boy.
Oh,
Is that a little weird?
Yep. What did your sister do?
She taught school, then she worked at Fort Dix
Which school did she teach at?
High School.
High school?
Yeah,
what was her name?
Ramona.
Oh, that's right. What am I thinking? And yeah, she worked for the education department on base.
Did she marry?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. Did she have kids as well?
Yeah, Brett Kimberly.
And she lived, where did she live? Did she live in town or?
She lived at the end of Broadway,
Okay.
The big house when you go down Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
right at the dead end. You look straight ahead.
Right.
Her son was living across the street. not
I
too
heard
long
he's
ago.
going to lose that house.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's a shame.
He was just never right.
Well, I know he was selling the pictures that he found in his mom's attic. Because I bought a bunch. I think I spent $200, and so did Joe. And we said we should have got together, bought one set, and then had them made,
split
because
it.
that was a lot of money. They're good pictures, though. And how about Apey? Was Apey your uncle?
Hmm.
And did the other uncles stay in the area?
Well, one of them was killed deer hunting, and his name was Walter.
Oh,
Back in the teens, I guess it was.
wow.
Then there was Leidy
I have seen that name.
Thorne, the Iceman. Lived next to the cemetery,
Uh-huh. I remember that.
or Walker's.
What was his name? Ivy?
Leidy, no,
Huh.
Leidy. I might be confused.
Well, the Walt that died in the deer hunting accident, were you named after him?
Probably,
Probably.
yeah. And that was my grandfather's name too.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
And who was the other uncle that you mentioned?
Apey.
Who was AP again?
He was just somebody.
What was his name? What was his full name?
Arthur P. Earlin.
Oh, Arthur.
Do you remember any of the job? Well, you mentioned the Iceman. What did Arthur do?
Not much.
No.
He was one of them guys that could just get along. He did a little painting.
Okay.
He used to have a house over where the new Acme is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that being there.
Great.
And he was going with Ella Anderson at the time, I think.
Oh yeah.
Well then,
We had two Icemen, and one was Jimmy Anderson, right? And the other was my Uncle Bill. He delivered ice all over, and
Right.
they'd bring blocks, put it in the refrigerator for the people.
yeah. How big were the blocks normally?
Usually like this.
Okay.
They cut him out of the lake, or did he make them?
I think he made them.
How would they just put them in the back of a car or a truck or?
Oh, he had a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Just put them right in the freezer, right?
Or
Or
you
the
think
fridge.
about how much they were needed back in the day.
Yeah. Uh, when you were a kid, you got. I mean, this is gonna sound really dumb. This is gonna so full warning. You guys had electricity as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know when they put in electricity by any chance?
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
I knew that was gonna sound dumb, so I cautioned it.
It's not a dumb question. It's just,
I remember television first come out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah?
Oh yeah.
When did you guys get your first television?
Like 48.
48?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much it cost?
Oh, they were expensive
Yeah.
for the time. No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Uh,
Would it be something like when you guys first got it, would you all just crowd around the TV watching it?
oh yeah. Before that, we'd crowd around the radio.
Yeah.
Listen to them stories. They were good stories.
Yeah.
You'd sit there and Inner Sanctum or something like that comes on. It was pretty neat.
It's a family event, you know? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing now. Everyone has their own TV and phone. There's no family events.
Right.
yeah. It's a beautiful spot here.
Yeah, I do have to say it is really beautiful out here.
Watching the
Walt.
birds.
And I like the ease on the gate. I do like
Oh.
those. Those are good. Those are good touch. The road's obviously Earlin Ave. When did when did they officially name it Earlin Ave?
For me.
It was before you?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember, was it named after your father or grandfather?
Well, I know I had relatives living on the next road over there.
Yeah.
So I imagine maybe I had some relatives living on this.
Yeah.
I don't really know, no.
Yeah, that'd be something fun to do, is to figure out where all the road names came from. There has to be
Yeah.
something that tells us.
Yeah, there was Howard Earlin lived over there.
Now, was he a relative?
Yeah. I forget how, but he was a relative.
Yeah, that was nice. Well then, I think I'll call it then.
Okay.
Just want to say thank you so much again for sitting down with us and talking about some things, and these are stories that I think that people will be interested in hearing, knowing this history of Browns Milk before it was, how we got to the place we are today. So thank you for sitting down with us. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Let me turn off our camera here.